Hello everyone!
Hello everyone!
I'm Hans from Boardgames YouTube channel, and here is Athens Spiel. It is very first day.
And Albert from Korea Boardgames.
Yes.
I'm here to introduce our 8 novelties this year. I want to start with the Coffee Rush Grab&Go. This is, some of you might know the game Coffee Rush. This is a spin-off of the game. It's a very simple and fast-paced game. So basically, you will have similar recipes to Coffee Rush. So you collect ingredients, and if you fill up all the ingredients, you earn money. So whoever earns the most wins the game. But now, this is a real-time game. So in the pile of the ingredients, you all simultaneously try to find the right matching, right ingredient, for example, ice, to finish my recipes. So when you finish one recipe, you score it, you take another recipe, you go ahead. So you always have 2 recipes in front of you. So that's the game. And now we also have Bingsu Shuffle, which is another food game. It is a famous dessert in Korea. Very famous in the summertime. It's getting more hot and I want more. Anyway, so the goal is to make bingsu and a spoon on it and serve it. So basically, each of you will have a bowl. You will play card. If you play the right card, for example, the shaved ice, you put it here. Now you have to have the topping.
It's the icons.
Yes. Yeah. If you play topping card, you can play topping on it. If you have an ice cream card, you play ice cream. You play spoon card, you play spoon. Then you finish.
Yeah.
But in this game, you don't play card in your hand. You can either play one of the cards your opponent has or one card from the deck. So for example, if there's a deck and some opponents have some cards and I have some cards, then I will play this card.
Yeah.
So I have a topping spoon. If I were in the stage of shaved ice, I can add a topping. But if it was not, I just missed the chance and I just take a card. Then there are some action cards. For example, the reverse order or swap my hands or a spilled bowl, for example. So it's a little bit chaotic. And we have many food games this year. There's a Grandma's recipe here. Yeah. So it's a very simple set collection game. So basically, you have to make a set and score points. But the important thing is that you're making the recipe. So for example, if I have this in my hand, I can say, okay, I made a set, but what's the set and what's the score is it? So I can pick up any one. For example, I'll pick this one and here. Yeah. And say, okay, this is fish juice.
Fish juice.
Fish
juice.
Yeah, some people will love it.
Yeah.
So this is how the game works. And other players can steal my recipe by placing the same recipe plus one more special ingredient. So then they will steal this from me and take it. So this is important point for this game.
Yeah.
And we have tomatoes. Actually, it's not tomatoes, TomaToss.
TomaToss.
Yeah. TomaToss. Because you toss the tomatoes here. There is a famous tomato festival in Tomatina. So you will throw tomatoes in the streets. So basically there are tomato cars. On your turn, you have 3 actions. You can do 1 action, 2 action, for example, and 3 action. For example, I play 6, I throw 6 cards, and I score this. Then you will score 2 points.
Okay.
But in this game, you have an option to do the quick toss. Yeah, quick toss is you just grab a random tomato from the street and throw it. So for example, if you have these in hand and you need 3 same cards, so it can be 6. So I will try to throw it here. I play only 2 cards, and the last card you play, you can throw it from the street. So you flip it. Didn't work, but if I could manage to flip my last card here, then I can score 10 points instead of 5. So it's a big gap between them.
About twice.
Yeah, that's all about. In this case, it's twice, but in this case, it's not. It's just 1 more point. As you can see here, there are 13 cards of 3, but there are only 3 cards of 1. So there are different possibilities. So you have to think about it. So these are the 4 food games we have. These 2 games are our other card games, which is from Konil. Yeah, you might know him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He is the author of Chicken Hide.
Yeah.
He made the new games. So Phantom of the Opera is a new 2-player trick-taking game from Konil. So you might know the story of Phantom of the Opera. So Phantom tries to complete the composing, and Christine wants to block it. So 1 player be the Phantom and 1 player be the Christine. So Phantom wins if he can finish the note before the game ends.
Okay.
The Christian, on the other side, wins if he blocks it at the end of the game. So this is a trick-taking game. So you play a card, then the opponent player have to follow the color,
Okay.
and whoever has the higher point wins. But anyway, there is a trump. The mask is trump. So if mask comes out, mask wins the other colors. But according to where you are playing, there is a super trump. So for example, here, for the first 3 notes, the blue is super trump, and blue is stronger than mask, yellow. So if you win, if Phantom wins, Phantom will put a note token here.
Okay.
If Kristen wins, nothing happens. It just game continues. The important thing on this game is that there is a number, which is a seal number. So whenever you play the seal number, you have to exchange 2 cards immediately. That means you play the card, even before the opponent's plays card, you will exchange card. So in that sense, you can make the opponents play the cards. For example, I know that the opponent doesn't have red cards, but I can give you red cards, so you have red. Here are black and white hats. So on the black hats, you want to win. You both want to win. On the white hat, you both want to lose. For example, if I'm playing this, and if I can give him, now I have to win. So I can give him 1, then I might win. If it was white, then I can give him like 5, then I might lose. So that's how the game works. And in addition to that, if in a trick which the seal number has opened, the power is stronger. So when Phantom wins, you will put 2 note tokens. When Kristen wins, you will remove 1 note token. So there are more turbulence in the game. And there is Orbita. This game is also from Ganya, and you might familiar with the artwork, Stellar Crest, which was drawn by the same illustrator, and we really like the artwork, so we worked with it again. The game has 4 colors. It's all planets, and each planet has 7 cards. So each player will have 14 cards in hands, and the game ends when one of the player cannot play cards, either by emptying, he doesn't have any more cards, or he doesn't have any cards he can play. So here's how you play. In this game, you cannot arrange your card, so you have to play it as it is. So when you play cards, you can play 1 card or more than 1 card, but the cards that is adjacent to each other should be played together. For example, in this case, you can play 3 blues. For example, I do that. Then, at the start of the game, you go 3 spaces, the blue. The opponent player can play any cards except the blue one.
Not blue.
So I can say, okay, I'll just play 1 green here. So now, blue versus green. The planet which is closer to the end of the board wins. So in this case, blue wins. So blue will score all these 4 cards. On next turn, for example, I will play 3 red. Then 1, 2, 3. You don't count the space which is occupied. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, blue. I will also play blue. Then 1, 2, 3. Then he score all the cards. At the end of the game, let's say the game ended like this, for example, you will check who has the majority for each color. So for green, 2 and 1. So he has 2, he has more cards. He will win the green cards he has. Red, 4 versus 1, he will take this. 3 versus 3, no one gets it. 1 versus 0, he gets 0 card. So these are the points. So now it's 2 versus 0. So he wins. So if you're really, really strong and have all the 7 red cards, for example, you score nothing. So the best thing is that you score 4. You get 4 cards and give 3 cards. Then you score 3 points. That's the most points for 1 color. So you have to let the opponents win sometimes, and it goes round sometimes. So it gets stronger in the first part of the game, but it will get slower later. Now there is a new game from Ryan Knizia, Blooming Sea. This is basically a very easy game. You place tiles here, for example, and you score points according to the connecting colors. So you score 2 points, for example. In this case, you score also 2 points. So it goes like this. So at the end of the game, the more points you win. The trick is that there is a fish. So whenever it is surrounded by the colors, yellow has 2, 1, 1. So yellow will score 5 points. And last, we have Dogfight 1917. So basically it's a World War I dogfight. So there are flat planes, miniatures, So it's a very easy dogfight game. Basically, war game is usually very difficult, but this game is very simple, but it follows the historical facts. So historically, in World War II, you have to catch the tails to attack them.
Right,
So you have to be on the right place to attack. And there are cards. So that is also your life points. So if you get hit, you will lose life points. And these are also your cards you play. So you move and you attack. So it's very easy. The pilot and the fighter has some special abilities. There are different pilots and different fighters. So you will have enough variant and very different experience according to which fighter and which pilot you're using. Basically, it's two-player game or 2 versus 2 team game. You can also play 3-player, but it's not as good as 2 or 4 players.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here in Korean board games booth.
It's very great. I mean, like, it's right in front of us. There are a long line waiting for the purchasing, I think. So, it's good. I'm happy for that.
What is most popular game?
I don't know. It just started, but I could see that Orbita was selling a few copies, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.